Police, what we have, who we arrested on 2 counts. Information we received from ICAC, which is the Internet Crimes Against Children, led us to this investigation at this point. Arrested on unrelated warrants on Wednesday, November the 13th, the individual was arrested. We seized all of his electronic devices, began the process, search warrants of all of his electronic equipment. Released on bond Sunday on the 17th, charged with a crime on Monday the 18th, currently in the Middletown jail. The investigation continues. Now what I want to tell you what we have. This is probably one of the largest internet crimes involving children molestation that I have ever seen. I talked to the detectives today and the people that are investigating this, and of all of them, we have over 300 years of experience. We have never seen anything like this ever. The details, what people have nightmares about, or what you think that is the most cruelest thing you have ever seen, is what we have seen on video involving children as young as 8 months old, 2 years old. We've seen photographs of molestation of young children. We have not hundreds, but it appears thousands. The investigation is so ongoing. What I want to thank is the chief from Miami University, McCandless, for letting us use Sergeant Walt Schneider, am I saying it correctly? From Miami University. If it wasn't for his expertise, and he's one of the best in the country, and being able to download and get on the computers, and he's been trained like no other. The federal government uses him, we use him. He's been working tirelessly, weekends, nights, with this information. He has said it's the worst he's ever seen. We believe this is at least, if not maybe the worst, maybe in the state of Ohio. We're looking at maybe continuing to ask maybe the federal government to come in. This is so large and so ongoing. I personally have witnessed and looked and viewed at a few of these, and I feel sorry for our security, our deputies, our law enforcement that have to view this. And I've viewed it just recently, and it's something like you can't imagine. And it's ongoing, and if you can't even imagine when you see these babies in these positions, and what's being done to them, what's been downloaded, and what's there, should send chills down your spines. It does mine telling you this. I want to put out to anyone that knows or has any information about this individual that we have arrested and charged now. There will be more charges. There could feasibly be 100 charges. I don't know. We've never had anything like this ever. And again, it's things that you would have nightmares about if you even seen it. It's that bad. And you would think that things like this happen somewhere else. They don't happen around here. You don't have people out among us doing these things, but we do, and there are. We've been working with the Butler County Prosecutor's Office, and it's an ongoing, and we hope to get this moving as quickly as we can. We believe that we will have more charges. This is just the infancy stage. We want to ask the media, if you would, help us with getting this word out, that we're looking for anybody, friends or family, anybody that has any information involving this individual. Please call the Butler County Sheriff's Office and give us this information. We need it and we want it, and this is going to be something all hands on deck. We've got all of our detectives working weekends, working nights. We've got our deputies, other agencies. think it's, is it Miami Township? Miami Township is also involved, and it's just in its beginning. But again, the 2 charges is just in its beginning. We could easily have 100 charges. There's thousands of downloads and things that we have to look at, not hundreds, thousands. When I talked to the detectives today, they viewed over 100 videos. And I viewed some, and it's the most terrible thing I've ever seen. And I've seen some pretty bad things. So, as this goes on, we will have more updates with the media. This is the worst of the worst. It's sad that it came here to this, but I will tell you that in 2 of the videos I witnessed, I seen children, small children, that were being sexually assaulted. I'll take any questions that you have. This is a very emotional moment for all of us. Sends chills down my spine, and should everybody that's seeing this live as we speak. Questions?
Sheriff, was Fraley, was he involved in these videos, or did he just possess these videos?
At this point, he did. We know he possessed them, and the investigation is ongoing at this point, and I can't answer that at this point. I have an answer, but I cannot give it to you at this point.
What about did he do this for profit or just for his own personal?
I can't say at this point. Other questions?
In the same vein, the concern is these are local children, or maybe they're local children?
We have no idea, but they are children. As what I seen was as early as 8 months old, maybe. Babies, diapers. Young children. And we are investigating if any of those took place, and where they took place, but I can't give you that information at this time. This is very enormous when you've got not hundreds, but you have thousands, and they're involving young children. And I can't give you all the details, but I have seen some of them, and again, gives me chills down my spine because I just seen them recently. I was told about it. Another question for you. Go ahead.
So it's pictures, video, correspondence where he's talking about this too, or?
We have lots of information, thousands of pieces of information, and it's going to be ongoing, and there could easily be hundreds of charges. If that's how enormous this is. And if we know it's the biggest in this area, maybe the state of Ohio, and we're going to be, we're working with the prosecutor's office at this point, and we may reach out to the feds, depends on how far and how much this is involved.
There's a meth charge on him too. Was this like a happenstance thing, or was this something that was on your radar?
No, this was something that we had when we first encountered this individual. He was arrested for those charges and bonded out, and then we had these devices, and the investigation continued, and we added these charges on Monday. He's in jail as we speak.
Arrested at his home on Dickey Road?
Turned himself in. I think it was last night, wasn't it?
But his home was on Dickey Road. That's where you got the computers and everything like that?
No, the search warrant was on Crawford Street in Middletown.
Crawford Street in Middletown. Do we know if that was where he lived?
He's lived in a lot of places, so we're not going to give up much more information than what we have, and realize that this is ongoing, and as we speak, things are changing as we speak, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. And we have to do this in a meticulous way, and we've got the Oxford, Miami University Police Department that couldn't do this without their help. I want to emphasize that. Without the sergeant, Schneider, Miami University, the sergeant, who's been trained in this, and again, he's done this for years, and he said it's the worst he's ever seen. We canvassed back here. I have 300 employees, or 300 years of time with the detective division and myself, and over 300 years, and we've never seen anything this, ever. And I hope you never have to see it, ever.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Is there a good chance that the footage and the photos could be used to help solve missing children cases as far as like being able to identify?
We're way far from any of that. We're just now trying to get this in where we can get it in before the courts. So we're way far from that. So that'll be at a later time. So
As a seasoned law enforcement officer and seeing what you have said, just your thoughts of a person that would do something like this.
You can't imagine what I've seen for anybody that would be involved in this, that would want to watch this, who would want to download this and think that this was normal. I've never seen anything like this whatsoever, never. And it's all the way to where they're wearing diapers, infants, and never seen nothing like this. And again, feel sorry for my employees, my detectives that have to view this. I've seen just a little of it. They're not done near at all. So, and these videos or something, and pictures of something like you've never seen. And there's going to be more coming, but I can't tell you at this point. But we want to get this word out that we're looking for anybody that has any information that can help us with this or knows this individual or anything like that. I will tell you that I believe he has three children. Am I correct?
There are 3 children now.
Yeah, and they're in a secure place, hopefully. We've got them to where they're in the care, and they're going to be evaluated. So that's where we're at with the children at this point.
Do you know if he does or has worked with children?
Don't know that at this point. This is all so fast moving. We want to give everybody some heads up what we're doing and ask for your help to get the word out.
When he was arrested on Crawford Street, was he already under investigation at that point?
Captain?
Yes.
And then you found the laptop with him on Crawford Street, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And and he's charged with child endangering. So were children with him at that point?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
That was 3 yeses. Pretty good. We're gonna give her a no eventually. Ask me something I can tell you no. Okay, there you go. Just in case. I'm gonna, no, okay, go ahead. Hey, that ends the press conference at this time, but we'll probably have another one in the next day or so as this goes and moves on faster. Thank you very much. Appreciate everybody showing up. Thank you.